Hey everyone, it's Pico and welcome to ZAAZ. So tonight, live on Facebook, we are doing a lower body strength exercise class. We're going to be toning up all the muscles, large muscles such as the quads, the hamstrings, the calves, and the glutes. So let's get started. Let's turn our machines on. Let's warm up. A little bit of housekeeping, as always. So the first thing to be mindful throughout today's class is the width of your stance. So if you bring your feet all the way to the sides of the plate, you're going to notice right away that you get kind of a teeter-totter feel in your hips. That's really going to push the balance and stability aspect of your ZAAZ machine. Now your option is to bring your feet closer together. If you're not looking for the balance or stability, or that's not what you're ready for, go ahead, bring your feet closer together. You're still going to get all the benefits of your ZAAZ, that pure vibration, but you're not going to have that teeter-totter feel. Now the other thing that can change on your machine throughout today's class is the speed of the machine. Now, if you are looking for the balance and stability aspect, go for lower speeds such as 20s, 30s, and 40s. Higher speeds, a lot of my clients experience, they say, more of a massage effect. You're definitely getting a higher hertz per second and you're getting a lot of vibration, but you're not getting that balance and stability aspect. So remember, every single move doesn't have a specific speed. So at any point you want to change your speed, go ahead and do so. It's supposed to be accustomed to you and what you feel most comfortable with. I personally tend to stay with lower speeds like 20 and even underneath of that because I'm always looking for the balance and stability aspect, and that's the benefit that I'm always looking for to get out of my ZAAZ machine. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get started. Change your speed if you'd like. I'm going to stay as low as a 10 for today's class. I'm really trying to challenge my stability all the time. I see it all the time with my clients, regression and stability, tripping on the last step. It's never too early to start really training balance and stability of things. A lot of my coworkers say, oh, it's 40 and up, 50 and up, you should start training. No, 20s, 30s, start training those muscles. They're so important. All right, enough with my little rant. We're going to start with the first variation of a squat. If you've done one of our classes before, you've probably done a squat with us. So just hold on tight. You always have the options of the support bars. You're going to bury your body weight in your heel. From here, you're going to pretend as if there was a chair behind you. You're going to hinge your hips, and you're going to sit back as if there was a chair behind you. Make sure you're keeping your body weight in your heel. You can even see that my toes are flexed up. And from here, pushing up to your heel, you come back up to standing. Let's give it a couple more tries. 7, let's go for 6 more reps. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good. So for today's class, I'm not going to go through all 3 sets of each exercise. If you're home doing this on your own, a good place to start is 3 sets with 8 reps of each exercise we're going over today. Today I really want to focus on the fundamentals of each exercise, really get them down packed, and then leave some time for any questions after today's class. So let's do it just one more time, a second set. If you were to not hold on to your support bars, it would look something like this. A lot of people find that putting their arms out in front of them helps them stabilize through this. But remember, you really always do have the support bars for that little bit of extra help. Let's go for 3 more sets. Make sure it's really a big push through the heel. Anytime you put your body weight into your toe, you're putting the weight of the movement into the knee, and that's a lot of unnecessary strain and stress right into the kneecap. Good. So that was a normal squat. Now I'm going to show you a pistol squat. Now a pistol squat is a little bit more advanced, so if you're still working on your normal squat, go ahead and get your fundamental squat down. And if you're working up to it and you want to try the pistol squat, go ahead and do so. So this is how you start. You bring your feet to the middle of the machine. Let's start with our right foot on the machine. Keeping the knees bent, right foot in the middle of the machine. I'm going to point my left foot out and back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a squat. So it's going to be the same motion of hinging the hips, bending the knee, and pressing up through the heel. So this squat, what it's doing is we're working all the same muscles, but we're doing it really focused on each leg. And this is a big stability move. Good. Let's try it on the other side. Now don't worry if you don't get up to 8 reps with the pistol squats. There are a lot of all your body weight right on one leg, so it's definitely more of a workload. Aim to really just see if you could get to 5 and then work up from there. Let's go ahead and try it with our left leg. Now right away I'll notice I'm weaker on the left side. Left is my non-dominant side. So I really have to give this a little bit more attention. From here, pointing my right foot out and back behind me, slightly to the right. I'm going to hinge my hips, bending the knee, sitting back, and pressing up through the heel. Now watch, make sure you're not coming forward. You see how my knee goes right over my toe? That's strain and stress. We want to make sure we're hinging as if there was something behind us, pushing our butt back and coming up. So again, don't feel bad if you can't get up to 8 reps with this. It's a bigger workload. Good. All right, so the next 3 things we're going to do, we're going to show you a couple variations to work your butt, your glutes on your ZAAZ machine. Listen up to this one, ladies. I see questions in my inbox all the time. How do I use my ZAAZ machine to work on my butt? So here it is. So bringing your feet to the middle of the plate, bending your knee, and we're going to do glute kickbacks. I'm going to show you 2 variations of glute kickbacks, and you can choose which one works best for you. You're going to take your left leg out, knee slightly bent. You're going to kick back as far as you can and come down slightly, kick as far back as you can, and come down slightly. Now, you don't have to come all the way down each time. It doesn't have to be that large of a movement. We really want to engage just this glute here, and from here to here is where you're really going to be engaging that. Once you come down, it's just a resting position. So slightly bending over from the hip, and make sure that the knee that you're not using for the glute kickback stays bent. Don't lock it out. Again, it's going to be pressure in the knee. Keep it bent and kick back. Let's try it on the other side. Bring my left leg to the middle of the plate. Right leg is going back, slightly bending over from the hip, holding onto the support bars, kicking back and slightly down. Now really make sure you're squeezing at the top. You can even hold it for a moment and squeeze. Good. So this is another one that's really good for 8 reps on each leg, 3 sets. And let me show you the other variation. You're actually going to step off of your machine. You're going to bring your hands down onto the plate, bending over from the hips. You're going to bring yourself into a plank, and from here you're going to raise one leg up, and we're going to do kickbacks here. Good. Let's go for 6 more on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do 8 on the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now very much like the standing glute kickback, when you're doing it in plank form, try to squeeze at the top of the motion, squeeze the glute. If you can do it for a couple seconds, that's great. It's going to utilize that muscle even more. Last exercise I want to show you guys is a calf raise. It's a real simple way to use your calves on your ZAAZ machine. I also like to use this anytime my calves are tight or sore. It's a good way to stretch out that muscle. So you're going to step onto your machine. You're going to bring your toes all the way to the edge of the plate so your heels are off the plate. Make sure your knees stay bent. From here, you're going to drop your heels down, and you're going to press up onto your toes. Dropping your heels down, and press up onto your toes. Good. Let's go for 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Again, this exercise is good to start with 3 sets, 8 reps. So that concludes. I'm going to head over to our Facebook page and see if anyone has any questions that I can answer about all these exercises. And if you're watching this later in the day and you missed this, totally feel free to leave any comments you have later in the day and we'll get back to you. So let's see, we're going over to Facebook. All right, we have 7 comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right, so Wayne said he just got his machine. Hi, Wayne. Awesome. Susan says she's already noticed some toning. Awesome. Try this one, Susan. You're going to feel this in your legs. If you guys are sore in the next couple of days, don't be surprised. You're definitely working your muscles in ways they're not used to, getting new benefits from the ZAAZ machine. Ken said, best machine ever. I agree, Ken. I agree. Oh, Susan, I'm so sorry you're under the weather. Try this when you get better. I'm rooting for you. All right, so that was our comments. So no specific questions, but if you have any specific questions, remember, you can leave them with me right here in the comment section below. I will answer them as soon as possible. Besides that, try most of these exercises, 3 sets, 8 reps. See how it goes for you. I hope this helped, and keep moving with ZAAZ.